Probably, yeah. Ask him. P, are we doing a national anthem? Okay. And good morning. Welcome to Bullard, Texas for TJC Tyler Junior College Apache Baseball. Dr. John Groth with you on the pregame show. Had a chance to catch up with one of the head coaches. Coach Doe had a chance to talk to me. He's down with Coach Shaquille Thomas at home plate going over the ground rules as we get ready to play in a cool morning. Weather has shifted a lot here in East Texas in the last 24 hours or 48 hours or so, but we're gonna play some baseball here at the campus of the Brook Hill School, and let's go ahead and let you hear from Coach Doe right now on the pregame interview. The Apaches are coming off a good weekend of baseball. They had some good wins this weekend against some quality opponents. Let's hear what Coach Doe had to say just a little bit ago. All right, I'm outside the Apache dugout with skipper Brett Doe, and so you guys had a nice 5-1 start at home. You took your show on the road against some pretty hefty opponents and really fared pretty well. Talk about your weekend.
It was, like you said, it was a really good weekend of baseball. We had some perfect weather. On those games, the sun was out a little different than today.
Things have changed a little bit at Brook Hill.
It has shifted on us fast.
On right now.
So it has shifted fast, but it was a good weekend of getting tested with quality competition, and our guys stepped up to the plate, no pun intended, and did some really good things. We had some really quality starts on the mound, and we had really good at bats where we had a lot of people on base all weekend, and I still think there's room to improve upon of getting big hits and big spots, and a little bit of that's some luck too, but not over swinging and doing a few of those things in the big moments. And so it was a good weekend. I feel like there's still room for us to grow.
Well, you had 3 W's, and then Wethford kind of ambushed you early, and it's just really difficult to get out from under that. So looks like Lathan and Landry have really started well for you. What do you see from them that you really like?
Nothing has been too big for them. No matter what the game is asking them to do, they're able to do it. And from an at-bat standpoint, Lathan did a fantastic job defensively also, and made some big plays in some big spots for us, and he saved some runs and created a lot of runs also, so that's just good baseball players.
Well, this is one of those stretches, Brett, where you play a lot of baseball in a short amount of time, and you've used 18 arms already, and again, a Monday after a 4-game weekend. Who's going to get the ball to start? Are you going to Johnny Holstaff it? What about the lineup? How are you going to play that out?
So we are pitching arm number 19 to start this game. Dylan Davenport will be making his season debut for us. He's been coming off of a lingering injury and everything, and so he's not going to go very deep into the game, but kind of be a spark.
Chilly day today. You kind of got to guard it a little bit, right? Keep the jackets on, no short sleeves.
So we'll have guys rolling on the mound of shorter intervals, and and lineup wise, a few more guys that haven't had a ton of ABs but have played to just see what they can do. So
we're at Brook Hill. Talk a little bit about why we're here.
we have a little a construction project going on in the parking lot at Mike Carter Field, and so they are hopefully going to complete that today, but before the hefty rain coming in.
Right.
We're
not home for a while, so
no. So it should be completed. We should be back on schedule at Mike Carter Field whenever we are coming back playing Weatherford, I believe, is our next home game.
Right.
And so
a week from today, maybe.
A week from tomorrow.
Yes, Tuesday.
And so we are, over here at Brook Hill, and this is a really, really nice Plan B for us to have. This is a beautiful facility, and we really appreciate them accommodating us.
Well, I know after today, you're going to have another challenging weekend down at LSU Eunice. Looking forward to seeing how you guys fare there. But thanks for taking time. Hope today goes well.
Thanks, Coach. Go Apaches.
All right, big shout out to Brent Doe. Got a chance to talk to him about today's ball game and about last weekend. TJC had a nice weekend. Got 2 good wins over Iowa Western, ranked number 3 in the country. They also took care of business with Salt Lake Community College, winning 4-0. Apache staff has 8 wins, and half of those wins are shutouts. So pitchers have done a nice job so far as this season has started. We're at the Brook Hill School today. We had a little construction project at Mike Carter Field, so we've driven about 20 minutes south of Tyler, and on this beautiful campus, they've got amazing athletic facilities here at the Brook Hill School. The baseball field is a fully turfed field, so the lights are on. We've got a little mist in the air, and game time temperatures right in the middle 40s, so feels like 39 as we start today's ball game. Got an east-northeasterly wind, 10 to 16 miles an hour. That's going to blow in from right center field. So let's walk you through the lineups. The Apaches, 8-2 on the year, and they're led by first-year head coach Brett Doe. The Bears are 5-4 on the year. They're led by fourth-year head coach Shaquille Thomas. Leading off for the Bears is Isaiah Nava, the second baseman. And my bag just fell down. The pitcher for the Apaches is Dylan Davenport. He winds. The first pitch is going to miss for ball 1, and we're a couple minutes early, 10:57 first pitch. Glad you're with us. Dr. John Groth on the play-by-play. Look out in the Bear dugout. Bears are in the first base dugout, and then Ricochet Rabbit over there. They had to duck. That's an ugly finder over there. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Isaiah Nava, the second baseman, will lead off. Batting second is the shortstop, Brady Breelove. He's in the on-deck circle. Batting third is the left fielder, Peyton Stevenson. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, Aiden Corey. Batting fifth, right fielder, Philip Orr. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Brady Bodeker. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Abraham Fortis. And that's a ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on leadoff hitter Isaiah Nava. Batting eighth is the catcher, Brett Patillo. Batting ninth for the Bears, center fielder Mason Gilliam. On the mound for the Bears, Chris Ottinger. Fouled straight back. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Going to have a lot of blowing on the hands today. It's a chilly one. And thankfully with the turf, playing surface shouldn't be a problem. We're not getting any kind of rain. It's just kind of a misty fog. Swing and a miss, got him. Struck him out. There's 1 strikeout in the books for Dylan Davenport. Dylan Davenport, 5'10", 170, a right-handed freshman out of Carthage, Texas. First outing for Dylan Davenport. Defensively for the Apaches, Levi Reisenhoover in left. Troy Johnson in center, Garrett Hayes in right field. Around the infield, it's Micah Roberts at third. Sawyer Dunnigan at short. First pitch misses high. This is Brady Breelove, the shortstop, at the plate for the Bears. Zach Zavala at second base. Landry Stamps at first. Josiah Mackey behind the plate. And the freshman from Carthage, Dylan Davenport, will toe the rubber for the Apaches. Wearing their gold tops today. Imagine that. I've seen them nothing but the golds. I don't know if we wore anything different on the road here. No, gold, or did we wear? What color did we wear on the road? Okay, we did wear. We broke out the blacks this weekend, so that's good. 2 balls and a strike. Just misses low. 3-1. Now, this is game number 11 for the Apaches, game number 10 for the Bears. The Bears are 5-4, and they're 4-1 in their last 5 games. And it's off the plate. There goes the perfect game.
For the Bears, left fielder number 11, Peyton Stevenson.
First walk issued by Davenport. The Bears are a Division III junior college in the Dallas area, Farmers Branch to be exact. They had to travel about 107 miles over to Bullard, I guess. Hour and 40 minutes. Off the plate, ball 1. So they have played 9 ball games, and 4 of their 5 wins are against Division I opponents. They've beaten Baton Rouge Community College twice. Next pitch fouled straight into the net. They defeated Cisco 7-5, and they run ruled Paris 14-4. So if you look at the numbers, Brookhaven's got some pretty good offensive numbers. As a club, they're hitting 344. That's as a team. Oh, my. Hopping off the first base. Breelove thought about taking off and then put the brakes on. Well, first base coach got his short sleeves on. I'm impressed. I don't know if he's a tough guy or he's crazy, but he does not have any sleeves on. Two balls, one strike, one out, runner at first base. Just getting started here on the campus of the Brook Hill School. There goes the runner. Run and hit maybe. Popped up right side. That's going to get out of play. Who's chasing foul balls today? Not going to lose as many balls here at Brook Hill as you would at Mike Carter. You know, Mike Carter's got that parking lot and the woods around there, the maintenance area. Just, well, we might be donating some baseballs to the Brook Hill program. Doesn't look like anyone's going after that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3, outside corner, and there's strikeout number 2 for starting pitcher Dylan Davenport.
Batting for the Bears, designated hitter number 23, Aiden Corey.
Well, here's Aiden Corey, designated hitter and hitting in the cleanup spot for the Bears. Davenport, the set and the pitch. Pitch was called a strike. It's a stolen base for Breelove. And I'm going to tell you, that Breelove dude, they've played 9 games. That's 16 steals for that guy. So he is a running fool on the bases. He's racking up the numbers quickly here in this season. There he goes to third, and no shot. Well, there you go. He's stolen 2 in the first inning here against the Apaches. So that's stolen base number 16 and 17 of the season for the Bears shortstop. And now it's Aiden Corey with the runner at third, 2 outs in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 strike away from getting out of any trouble here and putting a 0 on the board. Dylan Davenport, first start of the year, first appearance of the year for the Apaches. Apache's got the black ball caps with the logo on the front. And that's in the dirt, blocked by Mackey. And I just realized that Davenport does not have any sleeves on. He's got a sleeve on his throwing arm. I don't know, man. I wouldn't let my guys go sleeveless on a day like today. 2-2 pitch. Off the plate. Full count. Well, if Aiden Corey reaches, it would be right fielder Philip Orr next. He's swinging a bat in the on-deck circle. Deep breath by the freshman, Davenport. Here's the pitch. Tapper, bounce into the net, do it again. Well, I don't know. Probably can count on 2 hands here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm counting about 16 people here on the attendance. I might have to roll it up to 100. Never have less than 100 at our games. 3-2 pitch. Off the plate, second walk of the inning.
Now batting for the Bears, right fielder number 8.
So you got runners on the corners. Here's Philip Orr. Philip Orr is the right fielder for the Brookhaven Bears, and Mackey will go out and give some first and third signs in front of the plate. And that might be the longest hair I've ever seen on a catcher. Josiah Mackey got the flowing locks under the helmet. First pitch in there. Strike 1. 2 outs, 2 on. Apache's trying to get out of trouble here in the first. Boy, he went quick and the runner was off. Almost looked like he might have balked there, but foul ball will send the runner back to first. And it's an 0-2 count, so now you're 1 strike away from getting the Apaches into the dugout with a 0 on the board. Dylan Davenport, the set. Missed high, and this Bear team, they're doing that hop, skip, and a jump leadoff thing. Because Aiden Corey just, I mean, if you'd have stepped off there, he was dead to rights. But it's another stolen base. That's 3 in the inning. 1-2 count, the pitch. Off the plate, 2-2. Well, Davenport's done a nice job of getting ahead of these hitters. He hasn't been able to finish it on these walks. He's kind of gotten ahead quickly and then has lost these hitters. So you still got a base open here. Or at the plate, Bodeker is waiting on deck. Strike 3 called, got him looking. So he struck out the side. Dylan Davenport living on the edge there. 2 walks and 3 punch-outs in the first inning. No runs on no hits. You leave 2 guys on, and both of them in scoring position. And we're headed to the bottom of the first. Brookhaven a 0 on the board. The Apaches coming to the plate. All right, let's bring you back a little early here. Let's walk through the Apache starting lineup. Again, the Apaches 8-2 on the year. They're led by first-year head coach Brett Doe. Here's the lineup Coach Doe has put down for today's single 9-inning game at the Brook Hill School. We had to move down here because of a construction issue at Mike Carter Field. Leading off, center fielder Troy Johnson. Batting second, the second baseman Zach Zavala. Batting third, first baseman Landry Stamps. Batting cleanup, the DH, Grayson Linscomb. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Sawyer Dunnigan. Batting sixth, left fielder Levi Reisenhoover. Batting seventh, third baseman Micah Roberts. Batting eighth, the catcher, Josiah Mackey. Batting ninth for the Apaches, right fielder Garrett Hayes. Defensively for the Bears, Peyton Stevenson is in left field, Mason Gilliam in center, Philip Orr in right. Around the infield, Abraham Fortis at third base, Brady Breedlove at short, Isaiah Nava at second, Bradley Bodeker at first base, Brett Patillo behind the plate, and on the mound, 5'10 right-hander, a sophomore from Carrollton, Texas, Chris Ottinger. Chris Ottinger, 0-0 with a 40.5 ERA. He's thrown 2/3 of an inning, struck out 1, walked 2 batters. Sophomore from Carrollton, Texas, Chris Ottinger. And here is Troy Johnson to lead off the first inning for the Tyler Junior College Apaches. He's going to show bunt, pull back. Pitch called a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch is going to miss, 2-0. That ball's hammered right center, and did he get it? He cut it off. Johnson hustling the second with a Craig Biggio hustling double. Troy Johnson, a leadoff double for the Apaches. Mason Gilliam, I didn't know if he was going to be able to cut that ball off, and if it had gone to the wall, Johnson would probably still be running. But he was able to get the glove on it and just did get it in, but a hustling Troy Johnson gets to second base, and there goes the no-hitter. So Zach Zavala now, runner at second, nobody out. Ground ball, second base. This is Nava. He'll throw over, and that'll basically work as a swinging bunt there. 4-3 moves the runner to the third base. That's Landry Stamps. Landry Stamps playing first base today for the Apaches. Steps in from the left side. Bears wearing their black tops. Got the bear on the left chest and the black ball caps. Gray pants. And they're going to play Stamps to pull a little bit in the center. Move their outfield around a little bit. Ground ball, that'll score a run. They were giving it to him. Nava makes another play, but it's a run. It's an RBI ground out for Landry Stamps. 4-3 if you're scoring at the house. It's 1-0 Apaches.
Now batting, designated hitter number 44, Grayson Linscomb.
Here's Grayson Linscomb now for the first time. 2 outs, nobody aboard. The Apaches have gotten on the board first. They lead at 1-0. A double by Johnson, couple of routine grounders. And Apaches take the early lead. First pitch in there, strike one. Grayson Linscomb stepping in. Next pitch, might have chased one. And Linscomb now in an 0-2 hole. Next pitch, that's way outside. Grayson Linscomb, 6'4", 225. He's from Houston, Texas, Houston Memorial High School. One ball, 2 strikes. Deep breath by Ottinger. Here's the pitch. Sails outside. Counts even, 2-2. 2 outs, nobody aboard here in the first inning. Apaches double, ground out, and they got a run on the board. Next pitch, sails outside, full count. Now, if Linscomb reaches, Sawyer Dunnigan would be next. Ottinger, the payoff, fouls it off into the net. Boy, they got a huge net here. It's pretty high. Beautiful facility here. They got a covered hitting right next to this ballpark. A beautiful concrete concourse between here and the softball field behind us. Apache softballers used to play at Schwab Field right behind us. Off the plate, ball 4. First walk issued by Ottinger in this game.
Shortstop number 2, Sawyer Dunnigan.
Here is Sawyer Dunnigan with a runner at first and 2 away. Apaches lead 1-0. And Dunnigan will step in from the left side. Coach, Coach Egger at third today? Did he coach third this weekend? No? Ball's popped out of play or down the third base line. Did they flip? Is it? Okay. Huh? Right. Is this the first time they've done that? Maybe he just didn't want to run over there. He's closer to the dugout. That's what he does at our place. He just runs right out. Hard hit ball. Nava's going to make all 3 plays this inning, and that's it. 4-3 if you're scoring at the house. So Nava with 3 plays here. And the Apaches do get a run, however. Leadoff double by Troy Johnson. A grounder by Zavala and an RBI grounder by Landry Stamps have staked them to a 1-0 lead. And I'm going to have to work on the pitch counts here. We'll get those to you in a minute. We're going up to the second inning for the Bears. It'll be 6, 7, and 8. Bodeker, Fortis, and Patillo when we come back. All right, well, keep your pens handy if you're keeping score at the house. Apache's got a new pitcher, and it's Nate Penland.
Up for the Bears, first baseman, number
6'1",
32,
170.
Bradley
He's out of Spring. And Penland, we'll get you some numbers on him here in a minute. First pitch is in there for strike one. This is Bradley Bodeker, first baseman for the Bears. Boy, that's hammered into left field, base hit. And I tell you what, the Bears can swing it. Bodeker's a six-hitter, and he just smashed that ball. He came in hitting 344 as a club. Here's Abraham Fortis, the third baseman for Brookhaven. So Penland, 6'1", 170. Nate Penland is a freshman from Spring, Texas. We'll keep those runners close. We've already seen Brookhaven be very aggressive on the bases. Next pitch, took something off of that one. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Drops that breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. We've got fans trickling in here. Might get over 100. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, kind of half swung at it and just fouled it into the net. And we'll see if they're aggressive with Bodeker here on this steal. They've been running everybody. And he left early. They're leaving early. That's ball into right field. Bodeker was off with the pitch. He'll get to third easily. And here he comes. They send him, and they'll score. Tell you what, aggressive base running by the Bears have tied the game. He was off with that pitch. And it's an...
Now batting for the Bears, catcher number 24, Brett Patillo.
How do you like that? An RBI single when a guy starts at first. Good piece of hitting by Fortis. And Bodeker just kept running. And what they're doing on the bases, they're leaving early. They're guessing. And what the Apaches are going to have to do here is going to have to maybe slow the pace down just a bit on the mound and step off or throw some pickoffs. Bears are running like crazy. First pitch in there, strike one. This is Brett Patillo, the catcher. So we're tied at 1, top of the second. We're playing 9 innings today, real baseball. Apaches won't be back home until next Tuesday. Had a single 9 against the Weatherford Coyotes. And talked on the pregame a little bit with Coach Doe about that. As the Coyotes kind of ambushed the Apaches. I think 11-run inning in the first or second inning, and really challenging to come back from that. So they'll come to the friendly confines of Mike Carter next Tuesday after the weekend that the Apaches will spend down in Eunice, Louisiana, playing a couple games against Kellogg Community College out of Michigan and 2 against the LSU Eunice Bengals, who have moved up to the Division I ranks. The pitch is in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So it's been single in this inning. Oh, I struck him out. Excuse me. That was strike 3. All right, my fault. That's 4 strikeouts for Tyler pitching. First strikeout recorded by Penland. And there is 1 out, runner at second base. Swing and a miss. All right. One 0-1 pitch in the dirt. One pitch, runner off, throw to third, not in time. Bears are staying very aggressive here. Runner at third, one out. Now you're going to bring him in. Penland the set. 2-1 the count, the pitch. Misses low. 3 balls and a strike. Penland going to go from the full wind now. 3-1. And breaking ball fouls it back. Do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So you got Abraham Fortis at third base with just 1 out. Apache infield drawn in. The pitch fouled off again. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. There's a good breaking ball. And boy, every out recorded in this game has been a strikeout. So 2 strikeouts for Penland. That's 5 for the Apache pitchers. They have not recorded an out by putting a ball in play. And back to the top you go. Isaiah Nava, he led the game off with a strikeout. He's going to bunt, and it's going to curve foul. It hopped right at home plate. And good job by Josiah Mackey just to let that thing roll foul. And everybody goes back, 0-1. Isaiah Nava, 469 on the year. He's 15 for 32, scored 15 runs. Grounder to third, and you're going to go across the diamond, and you get him. Good play there by Micah Roberts. 5-3 if you're scoring at the house. And the Bears, however, with their aggressive base running, they get 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 1 guy on. And we are through 1.5 innings here at the Brook Hill School. It's the Apaches 1 and the Bears 1. Back in just a minute. Levi Reisenhover will lead it off for the Apaches here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. First pitch off the plate. Ball, no strikes. Tied at 1. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Change up. Caught the outside half, 1 ball, 1 strike. Chris Ottinger still on the mound for the Bears. That's going to sail high. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody aboard. 6, 7, and 8. Reisenhover to lead it off, followed by Roberts and Mackey. Off the plate, 3-1. Apache's looking for win number 9 of the year. The Bears looking for win number 6. Bears are part of a Division III conference over the Metroplex.
Betting for your
as Reisenhuber draws the leadoff walk. Be the second walk issued by starting pitcher Chris Ottinger. Now it's Micah Roberts, the third baseman, for the first time. Micah Roberts, 6'3", 200 out of Argyle, Texas. He is a Louisiana Monroe transfer. Takes strike one. You might see Reisenhuber try to get the second here. The set and the pitch. And that's another foul ball toward the first base dugout. Don't have a lot of foul territory at this ballpark. This was natural for, I don't know, about 10 years, and then probably 6 or 7 years ago put the turf in. Swing and a miss. And they got the padding all the way around. Really a nice ballpark. Swing and a miss. Roberts is a strikeout victim. That'll be the first strikeout recorded by Chris Ottinger. Here's the catcher, Josiah Mackey, for the first time. Tied at 1, bottom of the second inning, a scheduled 9-inning game. First pitch swinging, pops it up, and that's going to get out of play. Again, that some ballparks you're going to have a chance to catch that ball. I don't know that there's a whole lot more at Mike Carter, maybe a little bit. The fence lines in this ballpark angle back toward the foul poles when you get past the dugout, so really limits the foul ball area in that part of both fields, both outfield areas. Pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Chris Ottinger, 5'10", right-handed sophomore from Carrollton, Texas, on the mound for the Bears. Comes set. Here's the 0-2. Runner moving, throw to second, and not going to get him. Reisenhuber steals second base. So Levi will be in scoring position with one away. All right, we're going with the number system. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, he fouled it off, excuse me. Get another crack at it. Well, Mackey doesn't have any sleeves on either, so just would not be out there today. Started the ball game at 46, feels like 39. And you got blankets, you got gloves, hoodies, big jackets, umbrellas. Just kind of a misty, good day to be a Duck today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. With the artificial turf, shouldn't have a problem. Again, it's not raining per se. It's just kind of a constant misty fog. We're going to try to keep Reisenhuber close to second base. Good job there by Mackey to stay alive on the breaking ball. Fouls it straight back. We'll do it again with a 1-2 count. Well, the TV station's got us at 42. We may have dropped some since we started here. Well, my other app says it's 48 now, so. And another good job by Mackey just to kind of spoil a good pitch. And the count stays 1-2 on the Apache catcher. We're at the 8th position. The 9-hitter Garrett Hayes waits on deck. Here's the next 1-2 pitch. Up the middle, base hit. Runner's going to be sent home. See if we got a play at the plate. Here comes the throw. Cut off. 2-1 Apaches. RBI single for Josiah Mackey. What a nice at bat for him. Well, the stolen base pays off there. And Josiah Mackey fouled off a couple of tough pitches and got one he liked and knocked it up the middle. 9-hitter Garrett Hayes for the first time. Steps in. First pitch fouled off to the left, out of play. Garrett Hayes, 5'11", 195. He's from Tyler. Local product. Playing right field today for the Apaches. The 0-1. Hard hit up the middle, another base hit. So Hayes is aboard. Mackey to second base. Two back-to-back singles.
Number 7, Troy Johnson.
Now it's Troy Johnson. He doubled his first time up. So he's 1 for 1. And awesome. Getting an error on the stat sheet. So let's see if we can go another way here. First pitch swung on, fouled into the net. Had some issues with the NJCAA stat page this year. See if we can go a different route to get some of our Apache stats updated. We're in the bottom of the second. 2-1 Tyler. Breaking pitch, and Johnson holds up. Apaches have scored single runs in the first and second innings. Johnson was the lone run in the first inning. He doubled and ended up scoring on a ground ball by Landry Stamps. Kind of manufactured that run in the first inning. Ottinger's gotten ahead of Johnson here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 out. Apache's threatening for more. Here's the pitch. He sails off the plate. Good job by Brett Patillo to kind of scoot over and snag it with his glove. It's a 2-2 count. Well, the other thing that's nice about this, they got that really nice padding all around this ballpark on the outfield fence. Boy, I couldn't have taken it with 2 strikes. Johnson gets the call. And Brett Patillo, the catcher, thought he had strike 3. Troy Johnson will now get a payoff pitch here. 3-2, 1 out. The set and the pitch. Hammered into left field. That's down. Going to go all the way to the ball. Look out. 1 run's coming home. Here comes the second run. And Johnson's going to go for 3, and he'll get there. So I'm going to call that a triple. That was not an easy play. So
Now do it for your Apaches. Second baseman, number 8, Zach Zavala.
2 RBI triple is how I'm going to score that. And you know what? Troy Johnson's halfway to the cycle. Double and a triple in his first 2 at-bats in the first 2 innings. So he's at third now with 1 out, and it's a 4-1 Apache lead. Here's Zach Zavala, the second baseman. Zavala grounded out to second base his first time up. First pitch low and away, ball 1. Zavala, 333 on the year. Does have a double and 1 driven in. Here's the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Well, coming into today's game, Troy Johnson was 1 for 10, batting 100. He's gone 2 for 2, so now he's 3 for 12. Ground ball through the hole, base hit. RBI single for Zach Zavala. It's 5-1 Apaches.
For your Apaches, first baseman, number 3, Landry Stamps.
Here's Landry Stamps. He had an RBI his first time up. That's going to bring a visit from one of the Brookhaven coaches. And that might be Jake Lindemeyer. He's taking the slow walk out there. He is not hurrying. I don't know if they kind of blocked. It doesn't look like, well, they do have someone working in that bullpen. So the Apaches have already used 2 pitchers in the first 2 innings. And the Bears are coming off a weekend. They played some games as well. So got to believe they're going to be Johnny Holstaff in a little bit as well. Neither team is in conference play yet. And again, the Bears play in that Metro Conference over in the Dallas area. And let's see if I can figure out. We can pull up. So Eastfield is started at 10-2. Brookhaven 5-4. Northlake 5-5. Mountain View 4-7. Richland 3-6. And Cedar Valley is listed at 0-1. I'm not sure they've posted all their games, but those are the schools that are in the Dallas Community College Conference. Eastfield, Brookhaven, Northlake, Mountain View, Richland, and Cedar Valley. Runner first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner, and a wild pitch is going to get to the screen. So it'll be a stolen base. So Zavala gets credit for the stolen base, even though the ball got to the screen. He was off with the leg kick. So Landry Stamps now with a chance to drive in run number 6. The Apaches, a 4-run second inning, still only 1 out. Chris Ottinger on the mound for Brookhaven. That ball's hammered. Center field. Gilliam going back, and it's out of here. Boy, it zoomed off the bat, and it carried. I'm going to tell you what, that ball's hammered because the wind's blowing in from that direction. And it went over what would be, I don't know, a 12-foot wall. That wall's probably every bit as high as what we got at Mike Carter. 15-foot high wall in center field. Gilliam went back and just watched it sail over the wall. 2-run home run for Landry Stamps. And the Apaches have opened it up here in the second inning, 7-1. And Linscomb fouls that first pitch off, kind of got jammed on that inside pitch. It's 0-1. He walked his first time up. Linscomb is the 8th batter of this inning. Apaches looking to bat around here in inning number 2. They plated 6 runs. It's been a Reisenhoover walk. Roberts struck out. Single by Mackey. Single by Hayes. Triple by Troy Johnson. A single by Zavala. And a 2-run blast over the center field wall by Landry Stamps. Ball's in there for a strike. 1-2. Well, there is such a thing as throwing too many strikes. Ottinger has been right around the plate. The Apaches have taken full advantage. The 1-2. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. So that's 2 outs in the inning. Both of the outs this inning have been by strikeout. That'll be the second strikeout recorded by Chris Ottinger. Here's the 9th batter of the inning, Sawyer Dunnigan. Sawyer Dunnigan grounded out to second base to end the first inning, and here he is with 2 outs in the second inning after the Apaches have put 6 on the board. First pitch is in there, strike 1. 5 hits in the inning, a 2-run blast to center, the big blow. You've had you haven't hit for the cycle, but you almost hit for the cycle in this inning. Fouled off. You've had 1, 2, 3 singles, a triple, and a homer. So, very productive inning for the Apaches. They've extended their lead now. It's 7-1. Little check swing foul at home plate, 0-2. Well, you've had some activity in that Bear bullpen, but I don't think there's anyone throwing right now. Kind of blocked because of the angle. These poles. Another foul ball. It's headed over towards Schwab Field. A really nice softball facility. The Apache softballers played over here at Schwab Field for 5 or 6 years before they built an on-campus field. I used to come down here and broadcast the softballers on a routine basis, and they haven't turfed that field yet, but it's still a really nice field. And it's back-to-back with this one, with a really nice concourse between the two facilities. 0-2 pitch, up the middle, another base hit. Solid single for Sawyer Dunnigan. And the inning will continue as Levi Reisenhuber will get up for the second time. His second at bat of the inning. He led the inning off with a walk and a stolen base. And he's going to get another crack at Chris Ottinger. And I think there's somebody playing some catch down there now. They do have somebody up. Here's the pitch. That's going to miss high. All right, so Coach Doe has gone to the number system. When did we do that? Did we do that this weekend? He was given regular signs over last week, the first 6 games at Mike Carter. Did they go numbers in the? Oh, he was. Oh, he is? Oh, okay. I thought it was coming from Coach Doe. All right, well, my crowd mic's picking it up. And I guess I caught Coach Doe looking down at his lineup card at the moment I heard that. So we are staying with the normal old school signs, which I actually appreciate. 3-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Reisenhuber will step back in. Sawyer Dunnigan at first. 7-1 lead here. Might see him go here. There he goes. Lined into right field, and Dunnigan will head to third base. We'll see if they want to send him home like the Bears did the other day. Last inning, boy, they had a runner going on a similar play. And Coach Egger, he had a notion. He had the arm going, and then he put the brakes on. So solid single for Reisenhuber in his second plate appearance in the inning. And Dunnigan is held up at third. 2 on, 2 out for Micah Roberts. And what do we got going? Okay, we got another visit to the mound. We'll have a pitching change. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is when we return. The Apaches lead 7-1. Micah Roberts will step in for the Apaches. It leads 7-1. New pitcher is Grady Silva, 6'4" right-hander, a freshman out of Liberty, Texas. And we'll see if we can get you some numbers on Grady Silva. That ball's hammered. First pitch into left field, base hit. 8-1 Apaches. Roberts liked what he saw, and he put a good swing on it. So RBI single, drives in Dunnigan. Reisenhoover goes to second. The inning continues. Josiah Mackey now, the 12th batter of the inning. He had an RBI single his first time up. Really good at bat for Mackey the first time. Fouled off a number of really good pitches by Ottinger and eventually got the hit up the middle and drove in a run. First pitch swing and popped up shallow right field. Should be playable here for Phillip Orr. And he'll make the grab for the final out. So the inning finally does end. Apaches bring 12 batters to the plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. 7 runs on 8 hits. They leave 2 guys on. And we're through 2 complete innings here in Bullard, Texas at the Brook Hill School. Big thank you to them for allowing us to go to Plan B as we had some construction issues over at Mike Carter. The Apaches lead 8-1 as we go to the third. Two, 3, and 4 for Brookhaven as we play on in the top of the third, a scheduled 9-inning game. And Brady Breelove will lead off. He drew a walk his first time up. Nate Penland's back on the mound for the Apaches. So they're going to go 9 different pitchers. Davenport started, and Dylan Davenport would throw 28 pitches in his 1 inning of work. And Penland, he would throw 20 in his inning of work. So here we are in the 3rd inning. And that just missed a little bit low. 2-1. 2, 3, 4 for the Bears. Breelove, Stevenson, and Corey. Pop up in the infield, and who's going to call it? It's going to be the second baseman. And Zavala squeezes it for out number 1. So P4 if you're scoring at the house.
Batting for the Bears, left fielder number 11, Peyton Stevenson.
Peyton Stevenson will step in. The left fielder struck out looking his first time up, 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Stevenson, 438 on the year for the Bears. Grounder, third base side, foul, 0-2. 7 for 16. He scored 9 runs and has driven in 5. Well, people still showing up at this ballpark. Well, they're saying it hit him. I guess it just barely grazed him.
Batting for the Bears, designated hitter number 23, Aiden Corey.
So you got a runner at first with 1 out for Aiden Corey. He walked his first time up. Well, 7-run lead here. You just attack the zone, let your defense go to work. Runner thought about going to second and held up. Strike one. They're going to probably stay aggressive here on the bases, despite the 7-run lead by the Apaches. It surely appears as though the way the Brookhaven Bears are going to approach this thing is that they're going to stay aggressive. Next pitch is in there. Here goes the runner, swing and a miss, struck him out into center. It'll be another stolen base. So Stevenson.
Batting for the Bears, right fielder number 8, Philip Orr.
Strikeout number 6 for the Apache pitchers. Third strikeout recorded by Penland. So you got 2 outs, runner at second. Going into today's game, in 9 ball games, the Bears had stolen as a club 53 bases. So they are going to run, whether they're winning or tied or losing. They're going to go. First pitch was a ball. It's 1-0. Philip Orr struck out looking his first time up. Catches the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eight 1 Apaches. Nate Penland, the set and the pitch. Just a bit high. 2 balls and a strike. Well, there is, I haven't checked the email, but my email address is on the front of the screen there. I'd love to hear from any of you that are out there watching. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild on the board. Stevenson at second, just off the plate. And it's full count. Well, if Philip Orr should reach, it would be first baseman Bradley Bodeker next. Runner moving. Popped it up, left side. That's going to get out of play. Well, this Brookhaven club kind of resembles the, did a series with UT Tyler and Angelo State this weekend. Angelo State loves to run as well. Off the plate, ball 4. So
Now do it for the Bears, first baseman number 32, Bradley Bodeker.
it'll be the first walk issued by Penland and the third walk by Apache pitchers. 2 on, 2 outs. Bradley Bodeker, the first baseman, he singled to left field his first time up. He's 1 for 1. On the year, Bodeker, 435. There go the runners. Pop up right side. That's going to get over the net and out of play. Well, doesn't matter. Does not matter. They're down 7 and they're double stealing. And Stevenson, the lead runner, is a left fielder, so he can move pretty well. Next pitch. Catches the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Grounder up the middle. This should do it. On the big hop, you throw it to first. Got him. Nice job by Sawyer Dunnigan. 6-3 if you're scoring at the house. No runs on no hits. You leave 2 guys on. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 3. The Apaches hold on to a 7-run lead. It's 8-1. 9-1-2 for the Apaches. We play on in the bottom of the third inning. They lead 8-1. Garrett Hayes single to center his first time up. He's 1 for 1. First pitch way outside. Grady Silva back on the mound for the Bears. Next pitch off the plate. Well, I'm looking. Oh, here we go. Garrett Hayes still looking for his first hit of the season. Well, actually, I guess his first hit of the season was the last time up. Pop up high in the air to left, and it'll be caught by the left fielder, Peyton Stevenson. So now Hayes 1 for 2 in the ball game.
For your Apache, center fielder number 7, Troy Johnson.
So Hayes' first hit was that first at bat today. And now it's back to the top. Troy Johnson, he's halfway to the cycle. A double and a triple. He scored twice and driven in 3. Or 2, excuse me. A 2-run triple his last time up. Hit a ball that was well hit. Stevenson in left field tried to make the play and couldn't come up with it, and it rolled all the way to the wall. First pitch was a strike. It's 0-1. Big right-hander, Grady Silva. Pop-up should be playable here. See who's going to get it. Bodeker, now it's, Bodeker at first going to squeeze that one for out number 2. So P3 is the second out of this third inning. Here's Zach Zavala. Ground ball to second. RBI single to left field. Zavala 1 for 2. Zach came into the ball game 4 for 12. That's 333. Double and a run driven in. Pitches on the inside corner for strike 1. Full windup, the 0-1. Kind of yanked it across. Gets by the catcher, Patillo. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Little tapper to short. Easy play here for Breelove. He'll throw it across. And it's a 1-2-3 third. Nicely done by Grady Silva. In the Apaches, no runs on no hits, no errors. We're going to the 4th inning. 8-1 Tyler. Welcome back to Bullard, Texas. We're on the campus of the Brook Hill School. Dr. John Groth with you. Top of the 4th inning, the Apaches have gone to the bullpen for the second time. Jackson Jordan will take over for Nate Penland. 6'3", 200, a right-handed freshman out of Plano, Texas. He's a blend transfer.
Batting for the Bears,
And
third
he'll
baseman,
face the
number
bottom
39,
three in the
Abraham
lineup.
Fortis.
7, 8, 9. Abraham Fortis will lead it off. First pitch misses low, ball 1. Fouled straight back, took a good rip at a fastball. And is this? Oh, here. Jackson Jordan, his second appearance of the year. That ball's hammered to center, and that'll fall in front of Johnson for a single.
Batting for the Bears, catcher number 24.
Good swing by Abraham Fortis, and he's aboard with nobody out. Here's Brett Patillo, the catcher. Working from the stretch, the kick, and the pitch. First pitch misses. It's 1-0. Next delivery is going to miss low. 2-0. Patillo, the 8 batter, struck out looking his first time up. Just a bit low. 3 balls and no strikes. On the year, Patillo, 1 for 7, a 143 average for the Bears. Again, their club comes in 346 on the year. In there for a strike, 3-1. Well, you'd love to get a double play ball here. Jordan the set and the pitch. Got the big leg kick. Ball gets away from Mackey. So a single and a walk. And the 9-hitter, Mason Gilliam, will step in.
13, Mason Gilliam.
Gilliam struck out swinging his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. And we'll see if they stay true to form here and try to move the runners. You got Fortis, a third baseman, at second, and Patillo, a catcher, at first. They're going to show bunt and take for a strike. Well, he squared around. Someone screamed out from their dugout, swing the bat, so we'll see. And he does swing it. Grounded to short. You go to second for 1 and drop the ball.
Batting for the Bears,
I mean, I don't know who
number
gets
4,
it. Somebody's got to get an error there. I don't know if the throw was great or not. Looked like he handcuffed him a little bit. Any idea up here in the press box who gets that error? Going to give it to the shortstop. All right, so it's an E6. So Patillo reaches second and Fortis to third. Base is full of Bears here. Nobody out. Top of the lineup, Isaiah Nava for the third time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nava has struck out swinging and grounded out to third base, so he's 0 for 2. You need some outs here. Bears trying to get back into an 8-1 game. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. Well, you probably should have got 1 out there, but you just didn't. It didn't happen. Catches the corner, strike 3, got him looking. And there's a big strikeout for Jackson Jordan. And that'll be his first strikeout of the game. It's strikeout number 7 for Apache pitching. Now a ground ball will end the inning. Here's the 2-hitter, Brady Breelove. First pitch, good job there by Mackey to block it. Oh, well. All right, we've gotten information that this guy's name is Breedlove, not Breelove. On the website, it says Breelove. So apologies to the the Breedlove family. Brady Breedlove is his name. I don't know if my lineup sheet said that or not, but the website for Brookhaven has got Breelove on it, so no D in there. 2 balls and no strikes, swing and a miss. And it's 2-1 to Brady Breedlove. Thanks for letting me know. No worries. Appreciate the kind words. Okay, he did note that the Brookhaven website has it incorrect, so thanks for correcting us. That ball's hammered to center. Johnson's under it. He catches. He's going to throw it to the plate. Here comes the throw, and he's out. Boy, a double play. Nice throw by Troy Johnson from center. That'll go F8. That ball was stung by Brady Breelove, but Troy Johnson caught it and rifled it home, throwing Fortis out on the 8-2. So no runs for the Bears. They had bases loaded and nobody out. A strikeout of Nava. Breedlove hits a ball hard to center, and Troy Johnson throws a strike to Josiah Mackey to double off the runner. Abraham Ford is trying to tag and score. So that'll do it for the top of the 4th. No runs on 1 hit. You leave 2 guys on base. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's Tyler 8, Brookhaven 1. Back in just a minute. You're watching Tyler Baseball on ApacheAthletics.com. Landry Stamps to lead it off. 3-4-5 for the men in gold today. They lead 8-1. 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Apaches. 1-3-0 for the visiting Brookhaven Bears. Came over from Farmers Branch. It's over in the Metroplex. Just off 635. Kind of, you got to go past 75. And you just keep going on 635. Was not a fun drive getting over to Brookhaven from here. Not a good way to get there without going around that loop. They've actually finished the part that's kind of west of 75. Now they're working on the part from 75 down toward Mesquite. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Apache first baseman, Landry Stamps, hit a 2-run home run his last time up over the center field wall. He's 1 for 2. A routine ground ball netted a run in the first inning, so Landry's got 3 driven in today. A 2-run home run and a ground ball to second. 2 balls and a strike. Big right-hander Grady Silva on the mound. It's way outside. Good job by Batia to snag it, and it's 3-1. Well, thanks for letting me know, Mr. Breedlove, down in the Woodlands. Got brother of mine lives down in the Woodlands, North Houston area. So if you love to hear from more of you, if you can shoot me a quick email, give you a shout out on the air. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. 8-1 Apaches, bottom of the 4th inning, and it's a full count now on Landry Stamps. Silva, the right-hander from Liberty, the wind and the payoff. popped out of play. That's going to go on top of this, what's called the Swartz Training Center, a covered hitting area. Just a really nice setup here for baseball, softball on the Brook Hill School campus. It's a private school about 15 minutes south of Tyler. Takes me about 20 minutes to get here. 3-2 pitch. And that's going to get to the screen. It's a leadoff walk to Stamps. And that'll be the first walk issued by Silva. And third walk by Bear pitching. Grayson Linscomb, he walked his first time up and struck out looking, so 0 for 1. And that's going to, I don't know if I've ever, that's a pretty slow walk, man. He's slow walking that thing to the mound. And you do have some, you got a right-hander thrown in the Bear bullpen, so base umpires cautiously waiting for a decision here. As the Bear assistant coach, I don't know if that might be Jake Lindemeyer out there. They have 3 assistant coaches on their roster, one of which was a former head coach at Texas College, Freddie Rodriguez. And that's going to be just a visit. And Coach will take the slower walk back to the dugout. I don't know, on a day like today, when I made a mound visit, I was running out there, man. Runner first, no one out. Grayson Linscomb for the 3rd time today. Play here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Apache's 8 runs on 9 hits. And the Bears 1 run on 3 hits. First pitch sails high and tight, ball 1. Silva, the set, and the pitch. Way inside, 2-0. I'll tell you what, Landry Stamps started running and then stopped himself. So we'll see if he goes here. He's trying to time it up. There he goes. Throw down to second, and not in time. Stolen base for Landry Stamps. And let's see, that's stolen base number 3 for the Apaches here in this game. Let's see here how many Landry has. Landry is, that's his 2nd of the year, 2 for 2. 3-0 pitch coming up. High and tight, ball 4. Linscomb has drawn a walk. It's 2 walks to lead off the 4th inning. And
for your Apache, shortstop number 2, Sawyer Dunnigan.
Now it's Sawyer Dunnigan, and here comes, well, I don't know if the bullpen is ready. He was going to go out and get him. And now he's going back in the dugout, so they're going to let him pitch to one more more batters then. Coach was on his way to the mound, and somebody came from the bullpen telling him that the guy in the bullpen is not ready yet. First pitch way off the plate, ball 1. This is Sawyer Dunnigan for the 3rd time. Ground ball to second. Base hit to center field, 1 for 2 for the Apache shortstop. Silva the set and the pitch. That's going to miss. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, he got off the rubber, I guess, so I guess that's not a balk. Next pitch, called a strike, 2-1. All right, we got someone watching from Idaho, watching the nephew, Brett Patillo. Sorry. All right, thanks for the correction. Little tapper foul, that's going to go over toward the Bear dugout. out of play. 2-2. Says that Brett's coming off hand surgery, so glad to see he's back out there. All right, giving a shout out to Idaho and Natalie Johnston. So appreciate the check-in. Fly ball left field. This is playable. Stevenson drifting in makes the catch. It's the first out of the inning.
Batting for your Apaches, left fielder number 12, Levi Reisenhoover.
So Reisenhoover will step in with 2 on and 1 out now. So thanks for checking in, Miss Natalie Johnston, aunt of Brett Patillo. Glad to hear the background on him. Glad to see he's back out there off of hand surgery. 1 out, 2 on. It's Levi Reisenhoover. Just off the plate. Ball 1. Reisenhoover walked, base hit to right field. So 1 for 1 officially for the Apache left fielder. Check swing, thought he went, and he did. 1 ball, 1 strike. (8-9-2) for Tyler, 1-3-0 for the Bears. We got in on the hands right there. And it's a 1-2 count. Bears would love a double play. Apache's trying to extend an 8-1 lead. Reisenhoover batting 6th in the lineup for Tyler today. Runners on the move and no throw. That ball was in the dirt. And Patillo could do nothing but just eat it. So a double steal. So both runners get credit for a stolen base on that. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Levi Reisenhoover. The pitch. Popped out of play. We'll do it again. And the other thing about this ballpark, got really pretty nice lights. 2 light poles back behind home plate are very high. Two-two count. The pitch. Popped up in the infield. This should be an out here. Nava, and now it's going to be the first baseman, Bodeker, holding on to that ball for out number 2. So P3, here's Micah Roberts. Strikeout swinging, RBI single to left. Roberts 1 for 2. Apache's 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Well, you've had a right-hander tossing in that Bear bullpen, and it appears as though they're going to stay with Silva here, trying to finish this thing out. Look out, hit the bull, and boy, it came right off the screen and right back to Patillo. He'll fake the throw, and there's the best run down in baseball. No throws. And he tags out Landry Stamps. That's going to go to you on the caught stealing, I guess. That's how I'd score it. And that'll end the inning. No runs on no hits. You leave 1 guy on. And we are through 4 complete here in Bullard, Texas. It's the Tyler Apaches 8. And the Brookhaven Bears 1. We're going to have a new pitcher for Tyler. We'll let you know who it is when we return. All right, the Apaches have gone to the bullpen for the third time. It's the Wolf, Simon Hughes. 6 foot 190, a right-handed freshman out of Livingston, Texas. He was sick last weekend. He's getting his first appearance on the mound for the Tyler Junior College Apaches. It's Simon Hughes taking over for Jackson Jordan. Leading off for the Bears, Peyton Stevenson, 0 for 1. He struck out looking, got hit by a pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Hughes, a right-handed freshman from Livingston. And that ball's fouled off. So we had 18 pitchers that had seen action before today's game. I think we've got 2 newbies. Is that right? So now 20. 20 arms have thrown for the Apaches this season. Here's the 0-2. Just off the plate. 3, 4, 5 for the Bears. Stevenson, Corey, and Orr scheduled to hit for Brookhaven. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be high with the fastball. I appreciate the emails. Get a chance, shoot us a quick one. Let us know where you're watching from. Don't get trouble at work. Here's the next pitch. Popped up. That's going to get over our heads, out of play. We are at Harrington Field on the campus of the Brook Hill School. Boy, if you're ever out here, they have a really amazing, that was a World War II museum on campus. Got a helicopter out in front of it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Fouls it straight back. Don't have a lot of foul territory here behind home plate. That what happened on that last play on the pitch that got away. And Landry Stamps he took off thinking he could score, and that ball ricocheted right back to the catcher, Brett Patillo. And boy, I love the way he ran it down. You know, that's what you teach guys. The best rundowns, 0 throws. He put the tag on him. 3-2 pitch, lined into right, base hit. So pretty good at bat right there for Stevenson. And
number 23, Aiden Corey.
He'll get his first hit of the game. Here's Aiden Corey, 3rd time through for him. Walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Well, Stevenson already has a stolen base, so we'll probably see him try to steal here. The Bears are as aggressive as you'll find. 53 steals coming into this game in 9 ball games. And their leader in that category, who was it? It was Breedlove. That rascal's got 2 more in this game. He had 15 coming in 9 games. He had stole 2 bases in the 1st inning. Brady Breedlove, that's got to be close to, if not leading the country in steals this early. And off the fist, you go 5, you go 4, you go 3. Picked it out of the turf. Double play. Nicely done. That's going to go Roberts to Zavala to Landry Stamps. Around the horn, and a double play will erase the runner. 2 outs, nobody on for Philip Orr. Did not hit that super sharp. Didn't get it on the barrel. Kind of got jammed on it. And Roberts made a nice catch and good relay throw by Zavala. And the Apaches turn 2. First pitch fouled off back to the right. And this, they got an indoor kind of covered football area right next to this baseball stadium. That's relatively new. And it's every time I come out here, they've got some new stuff going on. And I was talking to Brett Doe about that, and I'm going to guess that maybe at some point they may totally enclose that. Right now it's covered. That ball is drilled and right at the 3rd baseman, Micah Roberts, for the final out. L5 If you're scoring at the house, no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. We're halfway home in a 9-inning affair. It's the Apaches 8 and the Bears 1. Michael Roberts to lead it off for the Tyler Apaches as we play on here. Headed toward the second half of this ball game. Scheduled 9-inning ball game. And will not be doubleheader day at the ballpark. Some of these midweek games, most all of them are single 9-inning affairs. So Apaches will play a single 9 against Weatherford next Tuesday over at Mike Carter Field. They travel to Eunice, Louisiana. It's crawfish country down there. Not sure the crawfish are going to be quite in season yet. What do you think, Preston? Yeah? There'll be some available. Okay. Boy, I tell you what, the last 30 minutes to Eunice, there's nothing but crawfish like farms everywhere. You look to your right and your left, you drive through the backwoods of southwest Louisiana. And it's good eating down there. Normally they feed you too. They'll have the parents will, they got like a booster club thing, and maybe one of those days I remember broadcasting down there and you could smell it. Oh, delicious. After the game, you go down there and have a really good meal. 3-0 pitch, ball 4. Leadoff walk to Micah Roberts. We got a new pitcher, Austin Craner, 5'10" right-hander, freshman out of Clute, Texas. That'll be the first walk for Craner, and unofficially 5 walks for Brookhaven pitchers. Josiah Mackey, the catcher, steps in, 1 for 2. RBI single his first time up. Flew out to right field back in the 3rd inning. Actually, it was part of that 2nd inning. He made the last out. Apaches brought 12 batters to the plate. One ball, 1 strike on Josiah Mackey. Breaking ball catches the heart of the plate. 1-2. So you we'll have a run rule on. I guess it's 10 after 5, I think, and 8 after 7. And boy, no shot there. He was about halfway to second base. Both teams are doing that early break stuff, and it's a stolen base for Micah Roberts. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So if the Apaches can come up with 3 runs in this inning, almost got him. Mackey did not move. 3-2 is your count. Josiah Mackey, the 8 batter in the Apache lineup. Pitch. Little tapper up the middle. That's going to get through. Runner will be sent home. Here comes the, no, he actually spiked it. He was going to come up throwing, and it took so long to get to him. He got no shot to throw out Roberts at the plate. And it's 9-1 Apache. Single by Mackey, his second of the game. And Garrett Hayes now, the 9-hitter, will step in. Single to center, fly ball to left field. Mason Gilliam came up and was going to let that thing fly toward the plate and changed his mind and ended up spiking it. He really had no shot because the runner, again, that ball took so long to get to him as Hayes swings through strike one. Ball took so long to get to him that by the time he got his hands on it, Roberts was going to score easily anyway. So I think he changed his mind midstream. And that ball's fouled off. Or swung on a miss, 0-2. 9 runs on 10 hits now for the Apaches. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3. That pretty good spot right there. And Hayes takes a third strike. First out of the inning. It'll be the first strikeout for Austin Craner. And let's see. Unofficially, strikeout number 3 for the Bears pitching today. They've used 3 arms. Ottinger, Silva, now Craner. And with 1 out, top of the lineup, Troy Johnson. Johnson, a double and a triple, 2 driven in, scored 2. Popped up to third his last time up. He's 2 for 3. And he's got 2 of the tougher ones out of the cycle behind him. Ground ball, knocked down by the third baseman. He'll throw it across the diamond, and I think he's there. That's a single. I'm going to give him a single. And the E5 is going to get him to second base. I don't thought he was there. The third baseman dove. And so 1B5 and then an E5. Pretty good effort by Abraham Fortis, but the throw kind of short-hopped Bodeker at first base, got by him. And so the Apaches now, tell you what, a base hit here could end the game. If they're going to play the run rule, which I believe they might. And now it's Zach Zavala, second and third, and the Bear, there's a base hit, and that should be it. Here comes 1 run, and here comes the second run, and it's 11-1. And let's see if there's handshakes are in order here. And here comes, that's going to be it. The Apaches are going to win this in a 5-inning run rule game. 2 RBI single by Zach Zavala. And that's it. So a short day at the yard for both Brookhaven and Tyler. We finish up at 12:39. And so 1 hour and 42 minutes, maybe? Is that right? 11 hour and 40. 5-inning affair, and the Apaches will score 3 runs in their half of the 5th, and that'll be it. Final line score, 11 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors for the Apaches. The Bears, 1 run, 4 hits, and the Bears do commit 1 error in this ball game. Let's go back and wrap this one up, get you on your way. The coaches are talking things over at the home plate area. And the scoring started in the very first inning. The Apaches, Troy Johnson would lead off the bottom half of inning number 1 with a double and a ground ball to second by Zavala, and another ground ball to second by Landry Stamps would make it a 1-0 game after 1 complete inning. In the second inning, the Bears would get a run, and it would be Bradley Bodeker who led the inning off with a single to left, and an RBI single by Fortis would score Bodeker, and we were tied at 1 after an inning and a half. But the Apaches would open it up in the second. They brought 12 batters to the plate and put a 7 on the scoreboard. The big hit in the inning was a 2-run homer by Landry Stamps over the center field wall. Troy Johnson also had a 2-run triple in that inning. And so 7 runs crossed. It was 8-1 after 2 complete. Nobody scores in the third. Nobody scores in the fourth. And the Apaches would put 3 runs up just a moment ago. Leadoff walk to Micah Roberts. Josiah Mackey would single to center field. A strikeout of Hayes, and then an infield single by Johnson. An errant throw moved them to second and third. And then the game winner, Zach Zavala, a 2-run single to right field. And that's your final. 11 runs on 12 hits, 3 errors. Let's look at the box scores and see who did what for both of these clubs as we wrap this one up and let you know what's next for the clubs. Let's see here. I'm going to switch this around. Brookhaven, they did have a multi-hit player. Abraham Fortis goes 2 for 2 today, and he drove in the lone run for the Bears. The only other hit was Peyton Stevenson, their left fielder. He goes 1 for 2 today. That's it. Not a lot of offense, as you had 4 different pitchers for the Apaches. And your winning pitcher, good gracious, it's got to be Penland, because he's the only one that went 2 innings. So we'll have to go in and double check that. I don't know if he got that right or not on the post game wrap up, but you used 4 different arms. Nate Penland's the only one that threw 2 innings. And in a 5-inning ball game, that's probably going to be your winning pitcher. They only gave up 1 run. And so nicely done by the pitching staff. But on the Brookhaven side, you only had a couple of guys get hits. And your offensive star of the game for Brookhaven is going to be Abraham Fortis. On the Apache side of things, on the pitching side for Brookhaven, the starter was Chris Ottinger. He went an inning and 2/3, gave up 8 hits, 8 runs. They were all earned. He walked 2, struck out 2 Apaches. Then it was Grady Silva for 2 1/3 innings. He gave up 1 hit, walked 2, did not strike out a batter. Austin Craner came in for the last 1/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned, walked 1, and struck out 1. On the Apache side of the box score, offensively, Troy Johnson, what a game he had after going 1 for 10 on the road this weekend. He goes 3 for 4, and he was just a home run short of a cycle. He had a double in the first inning, a triple, 2-run triple in the second inning, and an infield single in the 5th. So he goes 3 for 4, scores 3 times, and drove in 2 runs. Zach Zavala, 2 for 4. He scored a run, drove in 3 today. Landry Stamps was 1 for 2. He scored a run, and he drove in 3 today. So 8 of your runs were driven in by the first 3 batters in the Apache lineup. Sawyer Dunnigan, a 1 for 3 game. He scores a run. Reisenhoover, 1 for 2. He scores a run. Roberts was 1 for 2. He scored a run, and he also drove 1 in. Josiah Mackey, a nice ball game, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. He drove in 2 today. Garrett Hayes in that 9 spot, 1 for 3, and Hayes also scored a run. The only Apache that did not score today was Grayson Linscomb. Every other Apache in the lineup would record a run scored. On the pitching box score, let's see here. Dylan Davenport started the game. He threw 1 inning, and he walked 2, struck out 3 batters. Then it was Nate Penland for 2 innings. He'll earn his first win of the year, 2 innings pitched. He gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He walked 1 and struck out 3 Brookhaven Bears. Then he gave the ball to Jackson Jordan. Jordan would throw 1 inning and give up 1 hit. He walked 1 and struck out 1. And then it was the Wolf, Simon Hughes, coming in, pitching that last inning. He threw 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, did not walk anybody, and did not strike out a batter. On some of the team stats, with 2 outs, the Apaches 3 for 6 in this ballgame, so that was really a helpful thing for them. With runners on, they were 10 for 18 today. And let's see here, runners in scoring position, the Apaches 583 average, 7 out of 12. Leadoff batter got on 4 of the 5 innings, and with runners on, less than 2 outs. The Apaches 3 for 4. And so really an offensive day for the Apaches. And they'll get their win number 9 today. They are now 9-2. And, of course, they have not started conference yet. And the Bears will drop to an even 500. They're now 5-5. Your winning pitcher is going to be Nate Pedlin. And let's double-check the stats here. I think Nate's going to go to 1-0. Actually, he's going to go to 1-1. So Penland will get the decision, 1-1 for him. The losing pitcher is going to be Chris Ottinger. And let's look at the Brookhaven numbers to see what his record is now. Let's see here. Ottinger, well, we said before the game he is 0-0, so he's now 0-1 on the year. So Ottinger takes the loss, and Penland will get the win. Let's look at what's next for these two clubs. The Bears, let's see, they now, again, are 500 on the season. And let's see about this. They will play at Angelina on Wednesday. They'll go down and play the Roadrunners in Lufkin, 1 o'clock doubleheader for the Bears. The Apaches will head to LSU Eunice, playing a little round-robin type tournament this weekend. They'll play 2 against Kellogg Community College. And let's see here. On the schedule, it's a Friday 3 o'clock game, single game against Kellogg. And then Saturday, they'll play the LSU Eunice Bengals 1 o'clock, and then they'll turn around and play Kellogg at 4:30. So doubleheader day is Saturday. And then Sunday, they'll turn around and play another single 9. LSU Eunice is ranked number 9 in the country right now. So a couple of good challenging games against them. And Kellogg's probably going to be also very excited to get down. They're from Michigan, and they'll play the Apaches single game on Friday and the second half of a doubleheader on Saturday. That's all at Bengal Stadium at LSU Eunice in Eunice, Louisiana. So that's what's next for these two clubs. Appreciate you joining the broadcast. Appreciate the emails we got during the broadcast. And so that'll wrap things up for a Monday morning, pretty rare morning game here. We had to move it to 11, I think, to accommodate some things that go on here at Brook Hill. So a big shout out to them. Thank you to them for the Brook Hill School for letting us use this really fine facility. And so some other thank yous. Thanks the whole athletic department. Athletic Director Doug Wren, Associate AD is Preston Caldwell. He was on the PA today and did a really good job. Appreciate Preston's efforts on behalf of the baseball program here. Assistant AD is for sports information is Tyler Roman. And, of course, Miss Jordan Jones keeping us all straight as the administrative assistant in athletics at Wagstaff Gym. Up here in the press box, Nolan Jondo back on the stats today. Did another good job. And I'm trying to think who he had on the – I don't know who he had on the scoreboard today, but I don't know if it was Dylan. It wasn't Dylan because he was throwing today. But Dylan has done the scoreboard over at Mike Carter a number of times. But we did have Preston on the PA. And so big shout-out to all the press box crew, help making it a lot easier for us here. Thanks be to God who gives us the victory through Jesus Christ our Lord. The Tyler Junior College Apaches take their overall record of 9-2. It's an 11-1 run rule win in 5 innings here at the Brook Hill School. Until next time, that'll be next Tuesday. And our next broadcast will be next Tuesday. That'll be a 1 o'clock single game against the Weatherford Coyotes. The Apaches will be looking to try to return the favor. They got run ruled by the Coyotes in the last game this past weekend. And so the Coyotes will make the trip over next Tuesday. That'll be our next broadcast. So until then, this is Dr. John Grove from Bullard, Texas, saying so long, everybody.